Hello. It has been a long while. I picked these latest perfumes. I picked solely for their marketing colors, matching the colors of the Ukraine flag. And we're going to get to those, what I think of those in a minute after this next little bit. I've been going through a lot this past year, which is what I'm going to explain in a minute. But the first thing I wanted to say, just to get it out of the way, is that there are places and organizations, all kinds of them, getting stuff to Ukraine, which is great. And I just wanted to say I know of 3 going on now. One of them is, I know of 3 that I know personally that they will get the money to where it needs to go. The other ones, I have no idea, but I know that there's an Instagram influencer. It's Slavic. He's a dancer, and his father is one of the fighters. He's got a fund going. I'm going to put that link in the comment down below. There is a perfumer, Matt Meleg, who will be creating a perfume, hopefully in time to help them. He wants to use it to raise money to help them rebuild. Hopefully that'll happen quickly. I didn't ask him to put his contact information down there, but I'm gonna. That's just like to keep your eye on his Instagram and keep an eye out for when it's done. And then there's another one, Ashton Kutcher and Mila, who is Ukrainian, of Ukrainian descent, I should add, have their fund going. So those 3 funds, I know the money will get there. I'm not doing one because I don't know how to get it there. So I'm going to put all of that information down there. As for myself, we've all gone through COVID and are still going through it in many ways. Hopefully we're coming to the end of it. I don't know, it just seems like every time we think, okay, we reached it. It's, we have what we need now. We have the vaccine. We have we know what to do. We know how to not infect ourselves and others. Then there's another variant, and then there's more anti-mask, anti-vax people screaming about their freedoms, and it's kind of baffling, but anyway, a lot of people had a lot more time at home to do things, but I was not one of those people. I was one of those people that kept going into the office. I had a brief period where I was out for like a month for back surgery, but after that I was back in the office, and so I didn't have extra time. And I was just there are a lot of things I was trying to do for myself, for my family. I was looking for ways to make extra money, and but this past year I lost both my brother and my sister, not to COVID. I lost my brother after he struggled with health problems his whole life, literally his whole life, from day one, from being born. He was allergic to my mother's milk. He had to have soy milk, and tons of allergies, just all kinds of things. And it just seemed so unfair when we found out that this latest thing that he had that was going wrong was not just another one of these things that he had to get treatment for, but it was leukemia. And okay, I don't know if I'm going to cry, and I may have to stop and start again. But it was leukemia, and it was the same kind of leukemia that my father had died from in 2004. So I tried a lot of, I tried to give him stem cell bone marrow, and because I was like a really, really good match, we had a lot of hope for that. We really thought it was going to work. It looked like it was going to work. It looked like it was taking. And then he took a turn for the worse, and anyway, he didn't make it. He passed in July. And then just this last December, my sister, who had been battling with alcoholism for a long time, also died because of that, complications of that. So that was it was really, really hard. My mom and me are now the only ones left in my family. So and all of the time that this was happening, first with my brother, it was like, even though we knew it was such a shock, in the end. It was still a shock. Even though we knew it might not work. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought, so this might be a long video. So all the time this was happening, I was thinking of everybody who had people die of COVID, and all of the incredible, internal grief, the grief and the internal damage that must be causing all through the country and all through the world, I was thinking what I was going through and what my mom was going through. And I'm thinking, man, that's happening everywhere. That's been happening everywhere. And then this stupid war wasn't even on the scene yet. Stupid war that one man wants and nobody else. Sending his own people to die. Atrocious. It's atrocious. I'm kind of beyond words with it all. Just do what you can for Ukraine, for the whole situation, wherever you are, whatever you can do. If you can give money, give money. If you can, all you can do is pray, then pray. Be kind to the people in your life. Everyone, the people, even the people who don't like you. All right, I'm gonna start now. Where are we? 9-minute and 20-second mark. Noted. All right, I think I'm gonna start with my favorite of the three. And that is, got a very, very long name, by Valentino, Donna, born in Roma, Yellow Dream. If anybody knows the story, how these things get titled. let me know, because it just seems really like, wow, you know, how does that happen? Okay, so I just have it. You can see I have just a teeny tiny little bit left in the sample, and I saved that so that I could do a review on it. For like 2 weeks, I was wearing it constantly. Just, I loved it so much. And then one day I was like, ugh, I never want to smell it again, because I don't know, I just had had enough. And then I went back to it. So maybe it's like one of those things. It's kind of a little, I'm going to spray it and go for it now. It's kind of like a little rich. This one I'm going to put on and wear today. Yeah, it's rich, but at the same time, it's also kind of light. Okay, so what does it smell like? Rich, yummy, a little sweet. It's got that thing going on that I always love in perfumes, which is like, it's at the edge of gourmand, but you can't really pick any particular food note out. I love that in perfume. I don't know if it's because it's well blended, or I have a lot to learn. Okay, these are just my impressions. So that's the impression it gives. Now, what are its notes according to Fragrantica? Its notes, top note of lemon, which if you smell it again, yeah, you can smell it in there, but it's not like, oh, it's like a lemon, you know, Bath and Body Works lemon something. No. Top note of lemon, middle note of rose, and base note of musk. Simple dimple, just those three. That's what it is according to Fragrantica. And yeah, I love it. I really love it. There you go. Okay, next up. Now these two are very, very similar. We have Versace Dylan Turquoise, which I think Dylan Blue came out first. I did a review for that a while back. Some people really hate that perfume. I don't know why. I don't hate it. Okay, let's see. So Dylan Turquoise, and then the other one is Juicy Couture Splash. So I guess we'll do, I don't know which one to do first. I guess we'll do this one first. It has a lot more notes listed, and I did check it against the Fragrantica, and it's like a little bit different. It's on their packaging, which is handy. It is like a little bit different on Fragrantica, but not much. I think it says cedar instead of the notes that it's got here. Anyway, this is, ooh, it's like a bam of citrus. It's nice and light. Citrus, woody, a little incense. God, I love it. This probably wouldn't be something I'd wear constantly, but I do like it a lot for what it is. Okay, so the notes, according to their own packaging, are top notes of mandarin essence, lemon, primo fiore essence, and pink pepper. Middle notes of black currant buds, absolute, jasmine petals, freesia, and guava. And a dry down of clear woods, which in Fragrantica says cedar, vibrant woods, and musks. And let's see what the difference in, the other difference is in Fragrantica listed cassia as a middle note. Yeah, so Very, very nice. Very nice. Lovely. Okay, so and then we have Juicy Couture Splash. This is another one that I just wore the crap out of. I just have a tiny little bit left. And this one, when I smelled it, I thought it's very similar to the other one. So, okay, we'll do impression and then I'll tell you what the notes are. Okay, this is more citrusy than the other one, much more. More lemony, I should say. Although you can't, you can't like, oh, pick out like, oh, it's got lemon. I mean, if you have a real, you know, if you're used to doing this, then you could. But if you're just walking by somebody wearing this, you're not going to go, oh, lemon. It's brighter overall. Even there's a woodiness to it, but even that is brighter. So maybe that means there's less musk. Nice. Really nice. Another bright, fresh, clean one. This is brighter than the Dylan Turquoise. And the one thing that I was a little, when I saw it said splash, I was a little bit disappointed. I really wanted like a chlorine note in there. I was like, can we have a little pool? But there's no chlorine. But you could definitely smell this near a pool. But you don't smell the pool. You don't smell the pool or any kind of chlorine. Ah, yes, very nice. So, and what they say, the notes are here, actually very similar to the notes that that Dylan Blue lists, which are the top notes of pineapple, sorbet, lemon, and apple. So that actually is different, quite different. Middle notes of orange blossom, magnolia, jasmine. Base notes of ambroxan, cedar, and white musk. So there you go. I guess we'll wrap this up now. Just to say, you know, I want to reiterate what I've already said. Do what you can where you are, and don't forget in all of this craziness to give yourself room to breathe, to, you know, I mean, I don't know about you, but I look around and I say, my God, I'm, you know, so far I'm safe. We've not started a nuclear war. And I feel like a little bit, I don't know if it's guilt exactly, but I feel a bit, you know, definitely a sense of helplessness. And the cure for that is action. Do what you can. Look for ways to do more. And don't forget to love yourself in the sense of not, you know, thinking that what you're doing where you are can't make a difference. It can. And it's up to you pretty much whether it will. So feeling bad sometimes can keep us from doing things. So don't do that. Don't feel bad in such a way that it stops you for very long. I mean, we all have to stop and cry sometimes, but get back up is all, you know, get back up and do what you can, okay? With love.